Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Yeah, I could use a dream or a genie or a wish to go back to a place much simpler than this. Cause after all the partying and smashing and crashing, and all the glitz and the glam and the fashion, and all the pandemonium and all the madness, there comes a time where you fade to the blackness. And when you're staring at that phone in your lap, and you hoping but them people never call you back. But that's just how the story unfolds. You get another hand soon after you fold. And when your plans unravel in the sand, what would you wish for if you had one chance? So airplane, sorry I'm late. I'm on my way, so don't close that gate. If I don't make that, then I switch my flight, and I'll be right back at it by the end of the night.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Yeah, somebody take me back to the days before this was a job, before I got paid, before it ever mattered what I had in my bank. Yeah, back when I was trying to get a tip at Subway, and back when I was rapping for the hell of it. But nowadays we rapping to stay relevant. I'm guessing that if we can make some wishes out of airplanes, then maybe, oh maybe I'll go back to the days before the politics that we call the rap game. And back when ain't nobody listened to my mixtape. And back before I tried to cover up my slang. But this is for Decatur, what's up, Bobby Ray? So can I get a wish to end the politics and get back to the music that started this shit? So here I stand, and then again I say, I'm hoping we can make some wishes out of airplanes.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
I could really use a wish right now. Like shooting stars. I could really use a wish right now. A wish right now.
Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea and I'll get my ping pong. This is dead heavy, can't hear the bass, boom, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this beach chain like money. This go all alone, I'm into that, I'm good to go, I'm diamond, you know I glow up. Hey, so let's go. 'Cause Aye, it's the hot girl coach and BTS. Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover. Don't pop like trouble, breaking into your heart like that.
Cool shade stunner, yeah, owe it all to my mother. Hot like summer, yeah, I'm making you sweat like that.
Break it down. Ooh, when I look in the mirror, I'm not too hard to do. I got the superstar glow, so
A king is born. I told you before. A king is born. Now I told you before. A king is born. Oh yeah. Oh no 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 no. Like a beast in the jungle, in the heat of the rumble, I ain't got nothing to lose. Hey, I've been fighting these hard times in the ghettos of my mind. Now it's victory that I choose. Hey, it's my soul is blessed, the king is born. Mama, I confess I'm a bad, bad man. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend, legend. 'Cause I've been down so long that my crown and throne is threatened. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend, legend, legend. Like a bull in a glass house, no bull about to smash out. Can't nothing stand in my way. I don't care what the place is, from the penthouse to pavement. You better hear what I say. Hey, yeah. If my soul is blessed, the king is born. Mama, I confess I'm a bad, bad man. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend, legend. 'Cause I've been down so long that my crown and throne is threatened. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend, legend, legend. King is born. Yeah, I told you before. Yeah, a king is born. Been broke before, but I've never been broken. I told you before. I am the truth now, the truth has spoken. A king is born. Oh yeah, a king is born. Yeah. Oh yeah, ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend, legend. 'Cause I've been down so long that my crown and throne is threatened. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend, legend, legend. King is born. You better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the work. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. We've been on the road, from the go. Hit my glow, glow, glow. You know we've been down for too long to give up. Can't go. I need all pesos, want it all. Case closed. I go balls to the wall, can't hold to the ball game over. These boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us. I told you. Better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the work. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to go up. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind.
Tell me, is this thing on now? I've been working long like a marathon now. Tying up words, making them a bomb now. Tell me, who turned on the alarm now? I got a message, we didn't put it in our song now. I see you later, all the haters got it wrong now. We're touching the lightning, we're coming alive, yeah. We're feeling inside, yeah. We got the power. Is everybody with me? It's time to get together, no more.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What's up, man? I heard you're going, our RORMJL is kicking off. Want to wish you best of luck. Awesome.
The reigning World Finals 5 Racing and Skills Champions. Defending his Stadium Tour Championship. From San Diego, California, driving son of a digger, Izzy Martinez.
there's a chill in the air, and there's nothing like it. That truck wreaking havoc was one of the highlights of my childhood.
Please welcome the icon, Gravediggers Dennis Anderson.
They're tearing up the track! Whoa!
And he's got the air, landed it.
Oh, no, he didn't! No, he didn't! Chris Bialik wins the World Finals! That's some nice thick air there! Look at that start! Oh my!
There's a huge jump, big bounce.
That's pushing it to the limit!
Great jump.
Oh!
Can he save this one? Yes, he can. Off the ramp, lands it perfectly. Here we go!
Awesome move, look at that!
Backflip ramp.
A backflip!
And he's got it! He's got a save right there! That's what you want to see.
Time is now. I can't contain myself. I never felt so alive. The time is now. Past the breaking point, I set my soul on fire. The time is now. The time is now. It's a new life. It's a new life. The time is now. I can't contain myself. I never felt so alive. The time is now. Past the breaking point, I set my...
Okay, when do I go? Oh. Dayton, Ohio. This is RORMJL, and that's the bottom line, cause Co-Champ said so.
Yeah. Thank you, Cold Champion. As well, Monster Jam Live fans, we are here to kick off Season 6 of one of the biggest leagues here on SimMonsters.com of all of Virtual Monster Trucks history, Bricks of Rod's Monster Jam Live. I am Brandon Adam here to call off the action in Dayton, Ohio, as this is going to be our preseason show to give all you fans a glimpse of what is to come here in this action-packed and competitive season of Bricks of Rod's Monster Jam Live. As we're going to get into the racing competition, we got 4 different competitions today. We have a stacked 8 truck and driver lineup here just to battle it out in this tight arena here with a beautiful hybrid to attack. It's going to get wild. We got racing, skills, donuts, freestyle. We got it all here in Dayton. And you know what? Without further ado, let's just transition into racing as we're going to get our first few drivers here on the track. You see him here, Israel Martinez and Son of a Digger, the Stadium Championship Series 1 winner of last season. And he's going to be taking on Brad Curlin, now in Black Pearl. See what's going to happen here. Israel Martinez, he was in the stadiums once again in last season, in Season 5, and he, got a huge points championship title under him. Brad Curlin, he was in the #more RORMJL series in Season 5, so he technically has a bit more experience over Izzy in terms of these very tight tracks. But who knows? Anything could really happen here. Israel Martinez really solid racer, a really solid overall driver in all three, or I guess all four disciplines now that we got donuts to run. Let's see here. First race of round number 1 about to go off between Israel Martinez and Brad Curlin. They got green. Come around, son of a digger with a very tight corner, keeping it close to those boxes. And what a pass right there from Israel Martinez. Brad Curlin also had a very nice pass right there, but wasn't able to keep up. Israel Martinez and son of a digger moving on to our semi-final round. Still a really good race put on there by both of the competitors. Right there, fans, that was a bit of a track X, you know, just to show this relatively tight Chicago-style track that we have here in Dayton, Ohio. And we're going to see a lot more racing action to come as we just kind of wait for our second pair of drivers to come out onto the track. Going to see them both on the board in just a moment here, as the winner of this following race will take on Israel Martinez. And here we have our competitors, Cole Champion in Bad Company, pulling onto the track here for round 1 racing. And he's going to be taking on Omar Camacho in Bad News Travels Fast. Both of these competitors, this is pretty much their very first event, or I wouldn't say their first event, but in terms of a seasonal show, pretty much their first performance, because we haven't seen Cole Champion run all throughout the regular season in Season 5, though he did show up for a couple of events in our off-season, so he does have a bit of an experience gap over Omar. See what happens here, and look at that, Cole with a beautiful hole shot off of the line. Coming around the corner, oh wow. Omar takes it tight around the final turn, but it is just not enough. Cole Champion in Bad Company going to move on to round number 2 to take on Israel Martinez and son of a digger. Great performance from Cole Champion. Once again, this is sort of, you know, he's facing sort of new pressure here, competing in a seasonal show. Technically a preseason show, but, you know, competing here in Season 6 is going to be a lot more different compared to competing in the more relaxed off-season shows that he was able to run in Season 5. All dealing with that pressure pretty well, as we're going to move on to our third race of round number 1. And here we have it, Mark Collinari, the most winningest driver on Sim Monsters right now. He'll be piloting Blue Thunder. And he's going to be taking on Alex Ferrulo in Earthshaker, your hashtag more RORMJL series champion from Season 5. Gotta tell you, this is a hell of a race right here, man. Alex Ferrulo and Mark Collinari. I mean, Alex is just a very fast up-and-coming driver in this league. Mark Collinari has always been on top of the game. And they're coming around this final corner right now. Mark takes it extremely tight, and he's going to get the win. Although both drivers were extremely close to those turning boxes, just want to make sure that none of them, you know, actually clipped through either of them. Because if you do know that if you cut through the turning boxes that we have here, drivers will receive a penalty. Have to go completely around them. And it looks like we have the call. Mark Collinari, although he crossed the line first, he did not have a legal pass. The front left tire of Blue Thunder went through one of the turning boxes, so Alex Ferrulo, just out of Mark Collinari getting that penalty, he will be getting the win. Earthshaker moves on to the semifinals. I mean, Mark Collinari had a really good pass running there, but again, that's just the thing when you're taking these big risks, you know, trying to keep it nice and tight to these turns, be as sharp as possible. Things like that can happen. Racing is racing, though. Alex Ferrulo able to take advantage of that situation and move on as we get ready for this final race here of round number 1. We have Rogelio Hernandez in overboard, coming out to play on the track here in Dayton. And he is going to be taking on a heavy hitter right here, Jack Merkel in Gravedigger. Jack Merkel, I mean, as of late, he's been putting on impressive performances, whether in the season, off the season. He's going to be a threat for sure. Look at that corner right there from both drivers, actually. Jack Merkel with a bit of an advantage. They come around the corner. Rogelio Hernandez crosses the line first. We might be seeing Overboard get the win here over Gravedigger, but once again, Overboard kind of looked, you know, really close up there to those boxes. Just want to make sure, just want to make sure that both drivers had a clean pass. No! Rogelio Hernandez in Overboard. Again, that front left tire, it clipped through one of the turning boxes, so that's an illegal pass from Overboard. Jack Merkel and Gravedigger are going to be moving on. I tell you what, if Rogelio just, you know, kind of took it a little bit wider in that corner to the point where he couldn't hit that box, he would have been going on, because he had that race in the bag. However, all it takes is just one little mistake by a couple pixels just to cost it all here on this track. Jack Merkel, though, I mean, props to him for making the semifinals. As fans, that's been it for round number 1 of racing. We're going to transition into our semifinal round. The 4 winners of round number 1 are going to be facing off each other. We're going to see 2 winners moving into our final round. Fans, we have Israel Martinez and Son of a Digger taking on Cole Champion and Bad Company for the first race of our semi-final round. As he's going to move on to our finals. Coming around the corner, both drivers nice and tight. Oh, Izzy goes through the box, and I think that just costed it for him. Cole Champion and Bad Company might be moving on here just in case. Want to make sure that he had a legal pass, just to make sure that he moves on. But Bad Company going to be moving on to the finals. And yes, it is official. Bad Company, Cole Champion, he is going to be moving on to our final round. And man, I got to tell you what, that was a great pass that he had right there.
Reluctantly
You know, he's looking sharp, he's looking strong here as we move into this next semifinal race. The winner of this race will be taking on Cole Champion in our final round. And we have an update here regarding the results of Mark Culinary and Alex Ferrulo's bout in round 1. Alex Ferrulo also clipped the turning box. So both drivers actually got a penalty in that race. So that means that we might be seeing Mark Culinary come out here. And yes, he is out here in Blue Thunder. He will be replacing Alex Ferrulo, for both drivers got a penalty. Mark was able to cross the line first. Jack Merkel here. Oh! Mark Culinary kind of sleeping on the line right there, but yes, Jack Merkel here lined up against him, and I think Gravedigger's going to move on to the finals. Yes, he does. Jack Merkel takes advantage over Mark Culinary's issue with the light. Not sure, that could be connection issues, that could be, I don't know, maybe just a late start just off the light in general, but whatever happened, Jack Merkel and Gravedigger are going to be moving on to our final round against Cole Champion and Bad Company. Very interesting night of racing that we've had here tonight. We've seen a lot of drivers, you know, making some mistakes, some drivers having to correct themselves. But, man, That's how it just goes down to. It's not always about the fastest driver. It's also about who's the cleanest out there. I guess this event is going to show and set that up for the rest of the season. Fans, we're going to meet our final round contenders. You're going to see them on the screen in just a moment. We have Cole Champion in bad company in his very first ever final round in Riggs and Rod's Monster Jam Live. He's going to be taking on a guy that is no stranger to this high level of competition. Jack Merkel in Gravedigger going to be lined up against him. Both of these drivers, you know, even if they weren't the fastest all night, they certainly were the cleanest. And that is why they're in the finals, ready to have a showdown here. They go off the line. They come around the first corner. Jack Merkel, nice and tight. Cole Champion keeping up with him around the final turn. Down to the wire. Gravedigger gets the win. Jack Merkel and that black and green wrecking machine takes home the racing championship here in Dayton, Ohio. A great night of racing for Jack Merkel. I mean, he showed up there in that final round. He was bad, fast, and he was real clean. A well-deserved racing championship for Jack Merkel, as that's got to give him a lot of confidence heading into this highly competitive season of RORMJL. But props to Cole Champion, too. He made it all the way to the final round. So definitely going to lift his spirits up as we head into Season 6. But again, Jack Merkel and Gravedigger, he kept his stuff together, kept it clean, no penalties, no mishaps, just got the win and kept it clean once again. So hey, that has been just a weird but interesting night of racing action out here in Dayton, Ohio. Fans, we're going to take a short little break here before we head into our two-wheel skill challenge, where it's going to get wild here, especially with this hybrid track that we have here. So fans, you don't want to miss out on it.
Really fell for you. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. Just a shy guy looking for a two-fly. Hefty thing of home run. I love when you move me. Everything is groovy. They don't like it, sue me. The way you do me. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there. On the upside to a downward spiral, my love for you went viral, and I loved you every mile you drove away. But now here you are again, so let's skip to how you've been and get down to the more than friends at last. Oh, but that one night is still the highlight. I didn't need you until I came to, and I was overwhelmed and frankly scared as hell, because I really fell for you. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by.
You know, even if they weren't the fastest all night, they certainly were the cleanest.
Sleeve but love for you and a little time to get my head together too. On the other side of the street I knew stood a girl that looked like you. I guess that's deja vu, but I thought this can't be true, cause oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. Just a shy guy looking for a two-fly. Hefty bag of home run. I love when you move me. Everything is groovy. They don't like it, sue me. The way you do me. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. I see no solution or exit out. I'm grinding it out, no one can see. The pressure's growing exponentially. I'm trying to keep up to speed with you. Your lane changing is absolutely me. I'm hitting the ground and I'm sprinting. I'm falling behind, now I'm tuning out.
Alright fans, we are back here for some more Monster Jam live action. Once again, we are just transitioning out of our high speed and high intensity racing competition. We're going to slow things down a bit here and go into our two-wheel skills challenge, where of course each of these drivers will have 2 attempts to put on the best maneuvers, the best tricks, the best combinations that they could on 2 wheels only, or maybe even on 1 wheel. You never know what to expect here in Riggs and Rod's Monster Jam Live. As you know, again, it's going to be with our hybrid that we have here, definitely a lot to see with the sky wheelies, moonwalks, poppers, skid marks, maybe even a bicycle or 2 in there. Gonna expect a lot out of these drivers. As first up, we have Omar Camacho in Bad News Travels Fast. We have Omar kind of chilling in the pit tunnel right now. Is just going to come out onto the track in just a moment. Here he is. So once again, each of these drivers have 2 attempts, I believe, in order to put on the best tricks that they could on 2 wheels only, or less. Oh, and it looks like Omar's going to go for a bicycle already. Wow! Wasn't expecting the first guy to come out here and do it. And he got a pretty solid bicycle. That was a really nice first hit right there for Omar. And this is his very first two-wheel skills competition in RORMJL. Just a glimpse of what we're going to see more out of him later on in the season. But Omar with a very good nose wheelie right now. Look at him balancing the truck. Bringing in his new rookie talent into competition. And he's going to walk it up and over the column. Across the hybrid into a wheelie. Oh, wow, a beautiful hit. And oh, he's going to go for a third moonwalk. Kind of grabbing it there. He's going to set it down. Yep, oh yeah, I got it right. It's 2 hits. So, wow, once again, a really good run right there for Omar. I mean, a solid bicycle on the first hit, and then he got the moonwalk to wheelie combo. Just walking his truck back and forth up and over the hybrid. Even got that last stoppie in there right at the end. See what the score is going to be for Omar Camacho and Bad News Travels Fast. As we... Oh, he's supposed to be in first place, guy, but 7.952 for Omar Camacho in Bad News Travels Fast. I swear, fans, he is supposed to be in first place as he is the only guy to come out. There you go. See him on the leaderboard right there. As, again, it's gonna, definitely gonna take some talent, some technical ability to really get ahead of Omar in the competition. Still have a lot of room for these drivers to capitalize. Maybe bring some more creativity into the onto the table. Innovative combinations, more verticality on their hits, etc. Still waiting on our next driver here for the two-wheel skills challenge. As there's a couple of things here that these judges are looking for in this two-wheel skill challenge. I mean, the verticality that these drivers are getting off of their hits. How high are they pointing their, two wheels into the air for? How well are they transitioning into combinations? How well are they controlling their truck? All sorts of aspects here in the skills challenge that these judges are looking out for. As next up here, to follow up Omar, we have Brad Curlin in Black Pearl. Brad Curlin, he is certainly experienced in the two-wheel skills challenge in arenas, and he's Walking a wheelie, not really a really prolonged hit right there. Just kind of short, popped it up and then set it down immediately. I think that's certainly not what he wanted there. However, he's got to go for a second hit. Got to move on from it. Gonna go onto the right two wheels. Oh, into a moonwalk. And he's gonna bring it down. Solid run right there from Brad Curlin. Question is, will it take the lead? You know, if I'm a judge, once again, I'm looking for control, I'm looking for precision, I'm looking for balance, and, you know, the overall technicality of the performance. And I feel like we saw a lot of that out of Omar. The score is coming in for Brad Curlin and Black Pearl, and the score is a 6.526. He is going to be put in second place. As you see him right there on the leaderboard underneath Bad News. Pretty fair decision, as I'd say Omar had certainly more duration and a lot more control over his hits. Especially what he was able to do on two wheels, you know, walking his truck up and over obstacles and such. That takes a lot of driver skill. And as if we're not in the two-wheel skills challenge, but pretty sure you guys get what I mean, is we're going to transition into our third driver here for the skills challenge in just a moment. Omar Camacho still just kind of sitting there comfortably in the hot seat. We still have a lot more competition to go up against him. As here we have it, Rogelio Hernandez in Overboard. He'll be coming out here onto the track. Rogelio Hernandez, I mean, throughout Season 5 of RORMJL, he's displayed some really good and unique skill ability. Look at him with the skid mark, and he walks it up perfectly. Oh, and he brings it down, and he's going to walk it back up again. Beautiful control. Popping it down into the moonwalk. A great combination so far. Is he going to walk it up the column? Yes, he will. Up and over and across. And even down onto the floor across the arena. Great precision, great finesse in that hit, as he's going to go into his second and final attempt here of the skills challenge. And it looks like he's going for that 8-pack. Going to get the popper off of it. Oh, he's lined up on the column. Wasn't able to keep it down or keep it up on the two wheels for longer. But however, that was a really solid performance from Rogelio. Got the popper off the 8-pack, and especially that wheelie to moonwalk combo across the hybrid and across the floor. Just got to see what the judges are going to say about that. But so far, I mean, skills has been really interesting tonight. I mean, once again, have a really solid hybrid out here. Drivers to do business. A variety of hits and obstacles. As the score to beat so far, Bad News travels fast with a 7.952. Omar Camacho still in that hot seat. Score for Rogelio Hernandez coming in. And he takes the lead. He blows into the lead. Look at that. An 8.984. Rogelio Hernandez and Overboard. Just rocketing into the lead with that skills run. And that was only our third run here in skills. And we've already seen just amazing talent here from these drivers, and we still have a lot more to go. You know, something unique about the skills challenge is always seeing what these other drivers have to offer. We can't just be doing the same thing that other drivers have been doing, you know, early on in the competition. And here he is, fourth out for skills. We have Mark Collinari in Blue Thunder. Let's see what he's going to bring to the table. Mark Collinari, an unbelievable racer, unbelievable freestyler, but, you know, hasn't really got a lot of experience in the skills or donut competitions compared to the other few, like the racing and freestyle competitions. So let's see what Mark's going to do here. Goes off the column onto the front two tires. Look at him just walking it up and over. Oh, it sets all four tires on the hybrid. Doesn't get the combination there. Kind of set the truck down before he could get it into the skid mark. Still, that was a pretty solid moonwalk. Though it doesn't really compare to Rogelio or Omar's. Oh, and he gets the bicycle to moonwalk on the second hit, and he's going to walk it back. Nope. Kind of makes contact with the wall right there, but nothing too serious. Mark Collinari and Blue Thunder with a really good second hit right there to end off the run. I mean, the bicycle to moonwalk, that he pretty much perfected what Brad Curlin was going for. Great timing on the throttle, just, you know, being able to manage that truck going from the side wheels onto the front wheels. As the score to beat is still an 8.984 from Rogelio Hernandez and Overboard. The score coming in for Blue Thunder is going to be an 8.789. That's going to take second place, just right underneath Rogelio. You take a look at the leaderboard right there. Still a great performance from Mark Collinari. Nothing to take away from that run. Because once again, that bicycle to moonwalk just done with, you know, damn near perfection. That is just half of the lineup here gone for skills, and we still have the other half of the lineup to go. So we're going to transition into our next driver. The fifth competitor up here tonight, Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker. I mean, Alex Ferrulo is just unbelievably skilled when it comes to the two-wheel skills challenge. I believe he was among, I think, one of the top 3 highest scoring drivers in the two-wheel skills competition in Season 5. And one of the highest skills averages of the field, of the entire roster for sure. Alex, oh, he's going airborne, and he bounces it onto the front two tires. Reminiscent of Cody Saucier's sort of jump to moonwalk. He's going to walk it over the column and into a skid mark. Walking the wheelie across. Beautiful hit right there. He's just going to set it down, not going to oversaturate the move at all. That was a great hit right there. See what he's going to do for a second hit, going for the bicycle. We might be seeing some sidewalls here. Yes, he is on those sidewalls. Oh, man, what a save. Got one full rotation. It was a pretty slow one as well. Great control over the truck, and he had it on one tire for a moment. Tell you what, a very innovative skills run right there when you compare it to the creativity that the other drivers had. So that's going to score Alex some really good points, but the question is, will it be the lead? The score to beat is still an 8.984 from Rogelio Hernandez and Overboard. The score coming in for Alex Ferrulo is going to be a 9.215. That puts Earthshaker in first place. Alex Ferrulo might be looking forward to taking home a skills win. Still have 3 competitors to go here, but man, once again, that was a great performance from Alex. Going to take a lot to get the lead over him, as I think we've covered a lot of the bases. We've seen the wheelies, we've seen the moonwalks, the poppers, the skid marks, the walking up and over the hybrid and across the floor, the bicycles, the sidewalls. I mean, it's really got to take something to get the lead here. We have Israel Martinez and Son of a Digger coming out onto the track. This is another guy that is just insane at the skills challenge. Let's see what he's going to do here. Israel Martinez and Son of a Digger. And, oh! Oh, whoa! I never imagined someone would get their truck onto the front two tires like that, and he walks it onto the floor. Walk the truck from the top of the hybrid down the slope and onto the floor, and he's going to try to walk it back up. Nicely done right there, Israel Martinez. The very, very creative first hit. And I feel like I'm saying that for a lot of these drivers' performances out here, but I mean, still, the creativity in this competition has been insane so far. Is he going to go onto the right two tires? Puts it onto the front two tires into a moonwalk. He's just going to walk it out. Onto the rear two tires, onto a wheelie. And he's just going to set it down. Oriented on top of the hybrid just for these fans to take their phones out and snap a photo. That was a great run right there from Izzy. Had a bicycle to moonwalk, and of course had that, really solid first hit. Although he was kind of turning around with the truck, really trying to manipulate the direction of the hit, or the direction of his truck as he was approaching the hybrid. Still, an unbelievable performance. That's just Israel Martinez right there. The control that he has over his truck is just great. Is the score to beat Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker with a 9.215. Let's see what the score is going to be for Izzy. A 9.415. Israel Martinez takes the lead away from Alex Ferrulo and hops into first place. He's going into the hot seat for now. He's kicking Alex Ferrulo out of there. Two more to go here in this skills challenge. I mean, if you've been following up with our racing bracket, you know who these two competitors are. We're going to get our second to last competitor on the track in just a moment. Man, again, it's just going to take a lot here to get the lead over guys like Izzy and Alex, let alone to win. But let's see what this guy has in store. Colt Champion and Bad Company coming out here to play in the skills challenge. Let's see what he's got. Without a doubt, man, the best skills challenge that we've ever seen in Riggs and Ron's Monster Jam Live of all time, I gotta say. If Colt Champion's going to be able to follow up and just deliver a huge performance here. Going for the skid mark, gets it onto the rear two tires. Oh, and he's going to transition into the moonwalk. And he's going to walk it down. Look at him bounce. Beautiful hit right there. No, I think he tried to go for the wheelie off of the combination, but didn't really get it. But still, the transition from the wheelie into the moonwalk and then walking it down the column and onto the floor. Spectacular first hit. He's going to follow up with a second hit right here onto the sidewalls. Oh, he's going to fish flop it. Oh no, he's going to save it. No, man. Oh, he's going to try to bring it back. There you go. He brings the truck back on all fours. However, he did sort of mess up that second hit. That was certainly not a clean hit right there. I mean, the attempt, though, the effort that he put into that hit was spectacular. Just don't know if that's going to take the lead, though. You know, a huge thing about winning skills is having a clean performance and, making sure that keeping your truck under control at all times, just to demonstrate full driver skill and ability behind the wheel. And that is the score for Bad Company. He's going to be in third place with a 9.152. Take a look at the leaderboard right there. Israel Martinez and Son of a Digger just has to dodge one more bullet here. And, I mean, it's none other than this next competitor that you're going to see in just a moment. But Israel Martinez, I mean, Once again, a great skills run by him. It's going to take a lot out of this next driver to get the lead. Son of a Digger just comfortably up there on top of the leaderboard. We have his teammate coming out here. And here he is, our final competitor for the Skills Challenge, Jack Merkel in that black and green wrecking machine, Gravedigger. Let's see what Jack's gonna bring to the table. Man, those sidewalls he did right there in that driver card, just unbelievable. So let's see what Jack's gonna do. Oh, he's just gonna go straight into the bicycle. Look at him. Into the moonwalk, and he's gonna set. Oh, he's gonna transition. Oh, never mind. He's just kind of flopping all over the place there. Try to get the bicycle to moonwalk. Oh, wow. He's just gonna transition right into the second and not gonna let me breathe here. Onto the sidewalls. And look at this. He is just stuck there on the sidewalls. No, but he dumps it over. Jack Merkel, I mean, he had the best sidewalls of the night right there, but he just sort of lost it. Over-rotating the truck, over-saving it. That just led to, you know, that black and green wrecking machine dumping over.
I'm trapped in my box up against the wall. I see no solution or exit out.
See if, you know, if that's going to get the lead, or let's see where that's going to, you know, allow Jack Merkel to be on the leaderboard. And here he is. He is going to get, unfortunately, down in 6th place with that skills run with an 8.272. Jack Merkel and Gravedigger. But this means that your two-wheel skills competition winner here tonight, Israel Martinez and Son of a Digger. And look at that. Son of a Digger grabbing 8 points here out of this skills challenge. A great showing for Israel Martinez here in the skills competition. Once again, the creativity, the control, the technicality, the innovation he brought to the competition today just really got him the win tonight in the two-wheel skills challenge. And fans, that was only halfway through our show. That was racing, just went through skills. I mean, without a doubt, every single driver threw down in this competition. Just the talent that we saw tonight here. Unbelievable. You take a look at your overall event points as of these two competitions. Israel Martinez and Son of a Digger leading the pack with 12. Pole champion, though, in bad company. Look at him. He's tied up there with 12 points as well. He is not slipping behind. Jack Merkel and Gravedigger in 3rd. Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker in 4th. And then the rest you can see down at the bottom of the leaderboard. But the competition is kind of tight up here at the top. So it's going to be interesting to see who walks away with the overall event championship, you know, as we head into donuts and freestyle. I was about to say skills. But fans, that was only the first half of the show. We're going to transition into a short intermission break where we're going to see some fast cycloning action in the donut competition and some high-speed, high-flying action in the freestyle competition. Fans, you don't want to miss out on the action here on Monster Jam Live.
Are sweet and pure, but they can never tame a fire like yours. No, it ain't over until she sings. Yeah. Right where you want it.
Creativity in this competition.
You got me begging, pretty baby, set me free. 'Cause it ain't over until she sings. Let me taste your smile until the morning light. Ain't no going back the way you look tonight. I see it in your eyes. I just need to get it off my chest. Yeah, more than you know. Yeah, more than
me be honest. Right now while you're sitting on my chest, I don't know what I'd do without your comfort. If you really go first, if you really left, I don't know if I would be alive today, with or without you like night and day. We didn't repeat every conversation. Being with you every day is a Saturday, but every Sunday you got me praying. Don't you ever leave me, and don't you ever go. I've seen it on TV, I know how it goes. Even when you're angry, even when I'm cold, don't you ever leave me, don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. I don't wanna call and you not answer, and never see your face light up my phone. Never see you singing Tiny Dancer. Every time my head hurts, every time I'm low. 'Cause I don't know if I would be alive today, with or without you like night and day. Everything about you uncomplicated. Here with you every day is a Saturday, but every Sunday you got me praying. Don't you ever leave me, don't you ever go. I've seen it on TV, I know how it goes. Even when you're angry, even when I'm cold, don't you ever leave me, don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. Don't you ever leave me, don't you ever go. Don't you ever leave me. No. Don't you ever leave me. Don't you ever go. I've seen it on TV. I know how it goes. Even when you're angry, even when I'm cold. Don't you ever leave me. Don't leave me alone. Don't you ever leave me. Don't you ever go. I've seen it on TV. I know how it goes. Even when you're angry, even when I'm cold. Don't you ever leave me. Don't leave me alone. Even when you're going through hell and back. Yeah, honestly, it's made me who I am. Holding on to wasted time. Gotta learn to let go and love. So I think it's time to practice what I preach. Exercise the demons inside me. Gotta learn to let me go. The past can't haunt me if I don't let it. Live and learn and never forget it. Gotta learn to let me go. Hey, 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 learn to let go. Learn to let go. Hey, 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 learn to let go. Learn to let go.
Fans, welcome back here to Riggs and Rod's Monster Jam Live, where we're going to be transitioning into our donut competition. After a wild night of racing and skills, let's see what's going to happen here in this competition, where each driver has 10 seconds maximum to put on the best donut, the best cyclone even, that they could here with the track given, with the tackiness of the dirt, considering all the circumstances. As first up, coming out here onto the track, Brad Curlin and Black Pearl. See him here whipping it into the donut immediately. Nicely done, a pretty solid donut. Good run right there from Brad Curlin. I feel like he kind of kept it in first gear, or just wasn't really too fast, too extreme, but still, you know, that's important. Making sure that you're not, you know, tumbling the truck over, flipping over, you know, especially early on. Pretty solid performance there from Brad Curlin and Black Pearl. And here's the score for the Black Pearl Monster Truck. It is a 6.782, putting Brad Curlin obviously in first place. But of course, we have a lot more competition to go here in the Spin Master Donut competition. I think that's the first time I've mentioned a sponsor tonight, but whatever. See, we're going to transition into our next donut competition competitor. You see him right here, Omar Camacho in Bad News Travels Fast. Guy had a really decent performance and skills. But I mean, hey, always room for him to kind of come out here and show his worth. Just going to whip it into the donut right here. Nicely done. Oh, Jesus Christ. He is a Beyblade. I mean, at least he flipped it as time expired, so it shouldn't affect him too much on the scores. But still, I mean, he really amplified the speed of the donut at the end. Just wish he had more control over it. It's going to be it for Bad News Travels Fast, Omar Camacho. The score coming in. Score to beat is currently 6.782 from Brad Curlin and Black Pearl. And the score for Omar Camacho coming in, a 7.891. Bad News Travels Fast going to get first place here, taking the lead over Brad Curlin, as you see on the leaderboard. next set of trucks and drivers pulling out here onto the track. Come out here and lay down a solid donut competition run. And some things that we're looking for here in this donut competition, we're looking for speed, we're looking for wow factor, and we're looking for control. Rogelio Hernandez and overboard. Let's see if we can execute all three of those disciplines. I mean, that's pretty much what the judges are looking for in this donut competition run, and it looks like overboard going to be turning right. There you go, that's something unique. And look at this, Rogelio Hernandez. Pretty solid donut run right there. Wasn't grabbing the truck, he didn't have both axles in the same direction. He was just kind of using primarily the rear steer to keep the truck turning. Unique strategy and a really solid performance there from overboard.
You moved to West LA or New York or Santa Fe or wherever to get away from me. Oh, but that one night was more than just right. I didn't leave you cause I was all through. Oh, I was overwhelmed and frankly scared as hell because I really fell for you.
See, score to beat currently is a 7.891 from Omar Camacho and Bad News Travels Fast. And the score for Rogelio Hernandez is a 7.914. Rogelio Hernandez and overboard takes first place by just a 1/10 of a point. Look at the gap right there. Actually, just by 0.03 of a point. So the judges, again, this is a really decisive competition. You know, sometimes it might look like some of these drivers are going at the same speed, they have the same sort of donut going, but it could be different. Next up, we have Mark Culinary and Blue Thunder coming out here onto the track. He's going to go straight into the donut right there with that beautiful Blue Thunder machine. Spinning that thing around. Oh, get it on two wheels? No, he flips it over. Still kept it on two wheels for a second. That added in for a little cool wow factor at the end. Question is, how will that affect him in the scores? And the score for Mark Culinary and Blue Thunder only going to put him in 4th place at the moment with a 6.631. Actually going to put him in last place, unfortunately. However, good effort from Mark Culinary there as, again, he at least got the truck on the two wheels. He was trying to get something going. Really good, solid effort, just not really the execution. Have our next set of drivers to come out here onto the track in order to perform their donut competition run. And so far, Rogelio kind of chilling up there in the hot seat. However, we still have the rest. We have 4 trucks and drivers to go, the second half of the field. Coming up next for our donut competition is Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker. Alex Ferrulo got 2nd place in skills, and he's going to try and capitalize here in the donut competition. As look at him, kind of whipping that truck around. He's actually traveling with the donut. That was a really solid performance, and he saves it. A great run right there from Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker. He had complete control over the truck at all times. Certainly the fastest donuts that we've seen tonight. Unless if my eyes are deceiving me. I mean, hey, Earthshaker with a really solid performance. Let's see what the judges think. was traveling with the donut. That's something I didn't mention there. That's, you know, something that could get you really far in the donut competition. The score to beat is a 7.914 from Rogelio Hernandez and Overboard. The score for Alex Ferrulo coming in. And it is a 9.125. Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker blasting into the lead. Sitting there on top of the leaderboard. Alex Ferrulo, impressive showing here in all of the freestyle disciplines so far. In skills and donuts. But next up, Jack Merkel and Gravedigger. This is a guy that wants to seek redemption. As you see him, he's bodiless out here because of how he wrecked it in skills. He's spinning now. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to be doing that, Jack. Solid performance from Gravedigger. Let's see what the judges thought about that. And, there's a rule that I think I have to bring up here on commentary is that drivers are not allowed to have both axles turning in the right direction. Or, excuse me, going in the same direction here, as we refer that to crab walking. So that really got a huge deduction out of Jack Merkel's score. He gets a 6.261 going into 6th place. Last place, really. Tough break for Jack Merkel. As what the judges really want to see are these drivers really having some actual control over the trucks. You know, it's real easy to kind of wing it out there with both axles kind of facing the same direction. Crab walking the truck. No, it's pretty easy strategy right there for keeping your truck stable. However, the judges really want to see some real precision and control, which is why that rule has been implemented into the donut competition, just for you guys wondering. Second to last here in the donut competition is Cold Champion and Bad Company. Microphone here in the booth just sort of malfunctioned, as I think y'all heard me on the screen for a second. But here we go, Bad Company going up here for donuts. Alex Ferrulo still chilling in the hot seat. See what Cole has to offer as he's spinning. Keeping that thing moving quickly, and that was a really solid performance here. Oh, wow. A great run right there from Cold Champion and Bad Company, able to fill the 10-second clock. Good speed. He really picked it up at the end there. Kind of went for the same strategy that Rogelio went for. Fun to see how these drivers sort of play off of each other's strategies and how they study the competition. Score to beat is a 9.125 from Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker. The score coming in for Cold Champion, an 8.913. That's going to put him in second place. However, that is actually a really good score. That's going to put him high up there in second place when you take a look at all the other drivers. So Bad Company just kind of sitting there comfortably right under Alex. And last up here for our donut competition, Israel Martinez and Son of a Digger. See what he's going to do here is he just whips it into the donut and he is spinning. And a solid performance right there from Izzy. I think that was a little bit of a conservative run, but still kept it under control at all times. He filled the 10-second clock, which is most important. But let's see what the judges had to think about that. Obviously, in the last competition, when we were in skills, it was Izzy Martinez that got the lead over Alex and snatched that skills win out of his hands. But the same here happen in donuts. Score to beat, once again, a 9.125 from Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker. The score for Israel Martinez is going to be a 9.012. That's going to slip right into second place. Israel Martinez with a great effort in donuts, but Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker going to be your donut competition winner, taking home a full 8 out of 8 points in this competition. Look at him right there, Alex Ferrulo. I mean, I think he could agree with me that the donut competition isn't one of his favorites, but still, he just got the win there, and he had a really solid, impressive cyclone. As you take a look at overall event standings here, Israel Martinez, and Son of a Digger, he definitively jumps into the lead in overall points, followed by Cole Champion, and then Alex Ferrulo, Rogelio Hernandez and Jack Merkel tied right there for 4th place. But I mean, hey, the points battle for overall is still very tight, especially up top. So hey, the competition is just, again, really closely knit here tonight in Dayton, Ohio with the lineup that we have. Fans, we're going to take a short break before we head into the ultimate competition tonight, the fan favorite Freestyle. Fans, we're going to come back in a bit. You don't want to miss out on the action as we take this short break. We'll be right back.
Why should we go round and round the truth like we've been doing? Every time we like her, we're losing. So why should we spend Saturday night alone? And I can call you on the phone, pick you up, make it up as we go along. Pulling all nighter, chasing that desire. Sparks flying in her eyes like lighters. Get a little higher, sipping on fire. You're missing every time you end up back with him, 'cause it's safe and you're scared of everything you're feeling when we're burning the midnight down again. Why should we go round and round the truth like we've been doing? Every time we like her, we're losing. So why should we spend Saturday night alone? And I can call you on the phone, pick you up, make it up as we go along. Pulling all nighter, chasing that desire. Sparks flying in her eyes like lighters. Get a little higher, sipping on fire. Every goodbye is bittersweet, so why should we fight when we don't need? Pressure calls my name.
And we are back here for Victor Braun's Monster Jam Live Freestyle as we transition out of the donut competition. And well, when it comes to arenas here in the freestyle competition, we are looking for a couple of things out of these drivers towards getting the win here. These drivers have 75 seconds each to lay down the best performance that they could. They have to fill 15 seconds in order to qualify for a score. And within their freestyle runs, we are looking for high speed momentum. We're looking for some high flying altitude, some innovative tricks, some cool wow factors, technicality, and again, just all of those factors just put into one complete freestyle performance. And of course, to fill every second on the clock. That's a huge component. We don't want to see drivers kind of flipping over early and calling it a day. Because let's see what happens here in this freestyle competition. Pretty tight floor here in Dayton. Still a lot of space on the outsides of the track here. A lot of wiggle room for these drivers to carry some speed around the track. Maybe walk some wheelies. Do a donut here or two around the track. Is first up, Omar Camacho and Bad News Travels Fast. His very first freestyle performance here in Briggs & Braun's Monster Jam Live. See what he's gonna do. Oh wow, that's actually cool. We have the timer up here. There you go, the 75 seconds at the bottom right of the screen. Omar Camacho. Oh my gosh, look at the air that he... Oh my god! Oh wow. He stuffed the truck in there. That was a great nose pick that he got off of that though. Oh no. On the ragged edge in this performance. Carrying some momentum as he goes back over to the tires. He's getting some serious elevation off of this hybrid. I'm gonna pause right there for a moment, breaking the momentum for a bit. There he goes back with some more huge air. Really, all of his hits so far has just been him sending it. That's gonna help him a lot with the scores. Again, oh, he cased it! Oh man. Truck's definitely taking a punishment here. Skying it once again. Gonna get a moonwalk or a stoppie rather. Gonna set it down. Doesn't want to waste too much time on the run. 15 seconds to go. Omar Camacho filling the run. Oh, a huge sky wheelie. And he's just able to keep it off the wall. Oh, as I say that, I think he may have gotten contact with it right there, but this will be the final hit of the run. That's time for Bad News Travels Fast. Incredible air. I mean, the hang time that he got across that performance off of each and every one of his hits. Unbelievable. Let's say, though, the momentum of that run was pretty choppy. It was a little bit of a slow performance. I'm having to pause here and there for a little bit, but still, a wow factor and the air that he got. And you look at the score, it reflects the wow factors throughout that performance. Omar Camacho getting an 8.672. Still some wiggle room for these drivers to kind of improve upon their performances and kind of kick Omar out of the hot seat. But you know what? For his very first run here in the league, that was impressive. Nothing to take away from that performance from Omar Camacho. And here we have Rogelio Hernandez and Overboard coming out onto the track to lay down a freestyle. And Rogelio Hernandez, I mean, just seeing him compete over the years, you know, not just in Sim Monsters competition, but in general, this guy can lay down one hell of a freestyle performance. And oh my gosh, that is some air to start off. Oh man. We're back over the hybrid, up and over that column. It's some nice air clearing the hybrid. He whips the truck around, going for his next hit. Already some high speed and high flying to start off, and that's what the judges are looking for. Oh man, nicely done into the combo. And he's gonna be able to save it. He's gonna turn it off the wall. Wow, I thought he had it back up for a second, but no, just turned it right out. Another bit of a combination. I was about to say combination. Gonna go for the tire jump. Nicely done. Oh, gets the perfect stoppie into the moonwalk. Gonna combo that into the wheelie. Beautiful technicality presented by Overboard and Rogelio Hernandez. All around strong performance. He goes big. Nicely done, able to keep it off the barrier and just keep his truck moving. 10 seconds to go in this action-packed performance. Nicely done, able to keep it off the wall again, carrying that speed into the log jump. Oh my god! Oh wow! I told y'all he could lay down one hell of a performance, and right there, what a run from Rogelio Hernandez and Overboard. Man. That had pretty much everything you'd want to see in a run. He had the air, he had the technicality, the innovative moves, the high speed, the momentum. Filled every second of the clock as well, despite how chaotic that performance was. I mean, hey. Just, what a run, man. Score to beat is an 8.672 from Omar Camacho and Bad News Travels Fast. The score coming in for Rogelio Hernandez. Going to be a 9.125, taking the lead here in freestyle. Absolutely just, you know, picked Omar just right out of that hot seat. Not letting the rookie breathe out here, but man, I gotta tell you what, that was an unbelievable performance. So I would say if there was room for these drivers to capitalize upon, maybe having a much more cleaner performance, as Rogelio was sort of bouncing around, you know, sometimes kind of losing control over his truck at times. I want to see a driver that's totally in control. And speaking of control, we have Brad Curlin and Black Pearl, one of the best, you know, technically gifted drivers here in Monster Jam Live. When it comes to freestyling, I mean, this guy is just always in control over his ride. He can really lay down the sauce here when it comes to the variety and the wow factors. Oh man, nosing over right there to start the run. That's how you start off a performance. Nice air. Wow, just whipping the truck around. Huge air from Brad once again, having to slow down as he goes around that corner. He goes for the 8-pack. Oh my goodness. He's gonna save it right there. Oh man. Luckily the truck didn't land on the cage, else that would have been catastrophic. He is going to be able to resume his performance. The official's going to let him continue. Look at that right there. Huge air into a bit of a slap wheelie. Brad Curlin, I mean, the air that he's getting here in this performance, again, unbelievable. I never really, you know... Oh, no. Oh, my God, he died. I don't even think he's going to be able to drive for the rest of the season. He's going to be chilling in the hospital. Wow. He just tumbled over. What a wreck right there for Brad Curlin. I talked about him being a really technical driver. Just kind of let the truck hang loose right there, but still a great performance for what it was. However, not able to fill the clock. Kind of lacked in some aspects of the run. And yeah, you can see right there, he's going to get third place with a 5.624. Certainly had, you know, the slap wheelie, the air, the altitude he was getting off of his hits was great. Just kind of missing out on the time usage and the momentum.
Not gonna cave, not gonna break. Under the pressure, under the pressure. Under the pressure, under the pressure.
Still have, I believe, 5 more drivers to go here in freestyle. We're gonna see this next guy here, Cole Champion in Bad Company. You've seen what this guy has to offer in the off-season shows here from Season 5 of Monster Jam Live, but let's see what he's got to bring here into this preseason event. To give us a glimpse of what he's going to offer for the rest of the season. Right there, just saluting the crowd. So he's going to start off on the single log with some nice air. Over with a lot of wheel speed, huge air off of the tires. Oh, he's having a backup. That's not gonna, you know, leave the judges with a good impression there. Hopefully he could amplify this performance to make up for it. Oh, a bit of a tail whip right there. He puts it into the combination off the lip of the column. Coming around over to the log jump with some nice air. Oh no, he somersaults it. Is he gonna save it? Yes, he is. Gonna get shot off by our officials though. See if they're gonna let him continue. Yes, they will. Champion and Bad Company There you go. Now he's resuming. Clock resumes right when the driver gets back to their first hit upon being refired. And a huge trend that we've been seeing is just the air and the altitude these drivers are getting off the obstacles. Matter of seconds to go here for Cole Champion. Look at him. Just kind of whipping the truck all over the place, trying to get something to work. Oh, wow. As 6 seconds to go on the clock, he gets shut off once again. Pulls the truck over. And there he goes. He's going to be able to fill out the rest of the run. This will be pretty much his last hit. Putting it into the combination right there. Cole Champion. Impressive performance out here. I mean, look at him. Going to do some donuts for the fans. Nicely done for Bad Company. Although, again, that run wasn't really clean. It was very chaotic for the most part. But we're really looking for controlled chaos out here. Not really, you know, kind of winging the truck all recklessly. To see what the judges thought about that performance. Cole Champion and Bad Company. Still an entertaining run for the most part. The score coming in, it is only going to be a 6.782 for Cole Champion and Bad Company, putting him in third place. So Rogelio Hernandez and Overboard still chilling up there in the hot seat. We still have the other half of the freestyle lineup, second half of the roster to go here for this competition. We have him right here, Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker, your donut competition winner. Gonna try and go for the double down. He's one of the 3 drivers that can try and go for a double down at this point. Others being Izzy Martinez and Jack Merkel. He's gonna send that dump truck high into the air. Look at him, soaring over the section of the crowd. I should say higher than the section altitude. Alex Ferrulo, I mean, he is just aggressive as all hell when it comes to arena freestyling. Just look at him. Fastest freestyle of tonight, without a doubt. He is just whipping the truck all over the place. Huge air, huge speed. Oh, man. I'm starting to think he's keeping this truck just more in the air as he is on the floor. Oh, man. He's going to... Wait, what? He turned it off of the wall. Cross threads the hybrid. That's a first. Turning around. Man, this is a hell of a performance here. More air. Really taking advantage. Oh, no. He hikes the truck up. He's going to be able to save it. There you go. 20 seconds to go in the run. Alex Ferrulo with an impressive performance. I can't even count how many hits he's made into this run. This has been the fastest run of the night. Oh, what? And he saves it. What? End over end save on the front. Oh, and he's gonna... Okay. Okay, Al. And, okay, that was a really cool final hit right there to end off the run, but wow. And I thought, you know, he had to go balls to the wall if he wanted to take the lead away from Rogelio, and Alex Ferrulo. Just, man, an unbelievable run right there. The fastest flow, the best momentum, the most air, certainly the most wow factor with the saves, fill the clock. Let's see what the score is going to be. The score to beat is a 9.125 from Rogelio Hernandez and Overboard, and the score for Alex Ferrulo is going to be a 9.351. Earthshaker Alex Ferrulo taking the lead. An unbelievable run from Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker. I mean, that's the reason why he transitioned from Stadium Tour Red into one of the arena tours. I forgot which coast. I believe it was the West Coast. That's exactly why. You know, he is just so good in arenas, and he is so dominant, and he is just so entertaining to watch. He just proved it right there. Still have some heavy hitters right here. Go here in freestyle. Let's see who's going to come out onto the track next. Mark Culinary in Blue Thunder, the most winningest driver on Sim Monsters, to show how the veterans do it out here. See what Mark's gonna do. Again, this guy is just so experienced. He's been on the side for longer than I can remember. He's got over 140 sanctioned Sim Monsters wins. Gifted to drive this beautiful blue truck. I mean, Nick Worthman really put a lot of effort into creating this Blue Thunder. Props to him if he's watching the stream. Mark Culinary, he started off with some huge air. Another nice leap as he goes up and over the double log. Very smooth flow as he's working all aspects of the track. Another nice leap. Put into a little bit of a stoppie there. Huge sky wheelie as he comes off of the tire jump. Nicely done. It's a really unique hit right there. Kind of crossing over the column. Working his way around to the cross thread. Nicely done with some great air. A very technical performance here from Mark Culinary. He's in complete control over his truck, and he's going to go for the stoppie. Nicely done, and he's going to kind of reverse pocket it into the skid mark. Clearing the height, or not clearing the height, but getting some air off of that jump. 10 seconds to go of the run, and this has been a very nice run from Mark Culinary. Look at the sky wheelie. Gonna spin the truck around for just one more hit as the time closes out. And that is time for Mark Culinary. Gonna park it on top of the hybrid for these fans. Oh, actually, no, he's gonna go into some donuts. Just for the fans out here, look at that. A very smooth and sound technical performance from Mark Culinary. That was a really different perspective compared to what we saw from Alex Ferrulo. You know, Alex Ferrulo, really chaotic, you know, just high up there with, you know, he was just throwing the truck all over the place, while Mark Culinary had the flow, he had the wow factors, he had the technicality. Let's see how that compares to Alex Ferrulo's score, as the score to beat is still a 9.351 from Earthshaker. The score for Mark Culinary gonna be a 9.142. That's gonna take second place, right above Rogelio Hernandez. A wonderful performance from Mark Culinary, though. I mean, again, the technicality and how smooth that run was really stood out to the judges. Just not really enough to get the lead, though. Not the wow factor or that momentum, that high speed, that high energy that we saw from Earthshaker. Here we go, Israel Martinez and Son of a Digger coming out here onto the track. I mean, Izzy is just a really solid freestyler. I mean, again, he is just a great all-around competitor, no matter what discipline he's put to compete against. So let's see what he's going to do here. He is carrying serious momentum, but this is before the time. There you go. Oh, wow, that is some air. Oh, man. Coming around to the hybrid, up and over the column. Whipping the truck around with how little room he had to turn. Nice leap right there onto the two wheels. There you go. Stopping the truck so he could just make a nice turnaround without hitting the wall. Nicely done, going from the massive leap into the moonwalk. Great combination right there from Israel Martinez with the reverse move. Up and over the log, nice air. Once again, a lot of these drivers having an easy time clearing the hybrid. Oh, goes for another bit of a stoppie. Alex really wanted to get on the front two wheels here throughout this performance, as he is just going to continue sending the truck. Really solid run out here for Izzy. Oh, that was a bit of a wicked popper right there, setting the truck down. 12 seconds to go in the run. Oh no! Oh, what the hell was that? Oh, he went out in style right there for you, Dayton, Ohio fans, but wow. Leaves 5 seconds on the clock. And that wreck. Chaotic as all hell, but that's going to be it for Izzy Martinez and Son of a Digger. A really impressive performance. Although I'm not sure, I'd still say that we saw a lot more air out of Alex Ferrulo and certainly faster momentum. And of course, he was able to fill those extra 5 seconds on the clock. Let's see what the score is going to be for Israel Martinez. It is a 9.015, putting Izzy in 4th place, middle of the pack here for Freestyle. And tough break, you know, with that wreck that he had, but still, solid performance for what it was, once again. I think you could really say that for a lot of these drivers' performances. I mean, these guys have really gone out of their way to just drive, you know, really to their heart's content. I mean, all of the performances tonight just had something that has really made them stood out. And here we go, Jack Merkel and Gravedigger, who I believe is last up here for Freestyle, gonna come out onto the track looking for a double down. He was the racing winner tonight, getting the win in the most prestigious competition out of everything that we've ran so far today. See what's going to happen here. Jack Merkel still keeping that truck bodiless, obviously from his rectum skills. Going to take a lot to beat Alex Ferrulo, but let's see how Jack does, especially in an arena. Never seen Jack compete in a very tight, confined space. But, oh man, that's some air. Look at this! Jack Merkel really not having some issues navigating around this track. Walking a wheelie across the hybrid right there. Obviously a bit of connection issues, but still interpret what's going on in this performance. Some huge air downsiding the hybrid. Carrying some great momentum. If only we could see what's happening in real time. There you go. A great stoppie is going to go off of the tires. A huge sky wheelie. Jack Merkel, for being a stadium driver, and I've never seen him compete in the arenas, he is making it work so well. The momentum that he's had, the technical moves, the wheelies, the stoppies, especially the hang time as well. Look at him just whipping that truck around, just going from move to move. And huge air, just looking and pointing those front two tires in the air. Able to save it right there off of the front left tire. And that is time. Oh my goodness, Jack Merkel. Luckily that hit came right as the time expired, so that shouldn't really have too much of an effect on the score. But wow. Jack Merkel and Gravedigger with a great performance. And maybe some connection issues. May have had problems seeing the performance itself, but I mean, nothing really we could do there. That was an unbelievable performance. Alex Ferrulo even, you know, congratulating my man Jack, you know, saying that that was an awesome run. So let's see what the judges thought about it. I thought that, man, that was worthy of, you know, really high score. So let's see what's going to happen here. Score to beat. 9.351 from Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker. The score for Jack Merkel and Gravedigger is going to be a 9.167. Jack Merkel and Gravedigger take second place. This means that the double down is going to go to Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker. Alex Ferrulo with, again, an incredible performance. How chaotic it was, how just the controlled chaos in his run. Man, I'm excited for what he's going to bring to the table throughout next season, being in Arena Championship Series West. You take a look at him on the driver card. Alex Ferrulo with a great freestyle win here in Dayton, Ohio, and he also got the donut competition win. But we still have an overall event champion to crown here. He got 2 points in racing. He got 7 points in the two-wheel skills challenge, 8 points in the donut competition, and 8 points in freestyle. Fans, I think we know who this driver is winning overall event championship tonight. He is Alex Ferrulo and Earthshaker. Unfortunately lost in round 1 of racing, but he picked it up, getting second place in the skills competition to none other than Israel Martinez, and of course sweeping the second half of the show. You take a look at the rest of the overall event standings. Israel Martinez and Son of a Digger right behind him in second place with 23 points. Cole Champion in Bad Company, he had an amazing performance, being that, again, he's still relatively new to the competition, getting 20 points. Jack Merkel and Gravedigger getting 19. Rogelio Hernandez getting 17. Mark Culinary unfortunately getting 16, but still a solid effort from him. Omar Camacho getting 13, and Brad Curlin getting only 7 points tonight. Hopefully he can find some better luck here in the next show. Fans, I mean, an action-packed performance that we had across all 4 disciplines here in Dayton, Ohio. I mean, racing was fun to watch, even though some of these drivers may have had some mishaps here and there. Still, just awesome to see these drivers go out there and get the win, you know, whether it be if they were fast or if they were just keeping their stuff together. Skills, I mean, without a doubt, the best skills challenge that we've seen out of really any show that we've seen of RORMJL. Every driver threw down in the skills competition. A lot of the drivers went out there, took it strategic, took it tactical in the donut competition. We saw a lot of good cyclones from there. And of course in freestyle, I mean, a lot of high flying, a lot of high speed, just unbelievable stuff that we saw in the competition. And this was only the preseason show, folks. Y'all are going to tune in soon because we are going to amplify things in the real season here as we head into Season 6 of Bricks of Rod's Monster Jam Live. You don't want to miss out on any of the action, as this was only a sneak peek into what we're going to look for into the rest of the season. Fans, I am Brandon Adam. You know, an honor for me to call the action here in Dayton, Ohio. We'll see you guys next time here when we get started with Season 6 on Bricks of Rod's Monster Jam Live. Fans, we'll catch you around the corner soon.
So put your best face on, everybody pretend you know this song. Everybody come hang, let's go out with a bang. Here we go. So put your best face on, everybody